Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Pod Squad podcast. With me, wait, for episode 17. With me always, Trevor, James, Kaleo, and Tyler. Yeah. So our first topic is about the election today. Well, what do you guys think about that? What are your thoughts?
It's gonna be interesting.
Interesting. Did you see that a whole bunch of stores in like LA and like in Beverly Hills or stuff are boarding up their stores, preparing for
Yeah,
riots and stuff, just in
I
case?
I saw a couple of videos on TikTok, right? I was just scrolling through and I saw someone mention riots. So I was like, "What?" And then a couple of videos later, someone was dyeing all of their clothes black for the upcoming riots, and I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" I went
That's
to the
kind of
comments.
ridiculous. You're gonna riot just because you didn't want to win, like lost.
Yeah, it's like that's like part of a democracy.
Yeah, it's literally like,
Sometimes you don't get your way.
exactly. That's just life in general. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You don't get your way sometimes. But what?
I think it will be funny if Biden wins because have you seen all the gaffes he's made? Like he said something like we have put together a voter
Uh,
fraud scheme or something like that on TV, and then recently he said something like uh I will put together chewing and pressure. He's just like mashing words together, and he can't even speak coherent English. Like imagine like being addressed by the president. You come home after like what a long day of school or whatever. Biden sits down. He's like squinting at like the camera, like huh, and then
Is this thing on?
he goes on like a long grandpa ramble story. So, anyways, corn pop or whatever.
yeah,
Corn pop?
that'd be wild. So who do you guys think is gonna win the popular vote?
Honestly, I think Trump, because of what I've seen, a lot of the people who support Biden are too young to vote.
Yeah,
Either that or they're like doing it just because they don't like Trump. They're not like
they don't have a good reason to.
yeah, Obama's base had like a they were like really excited to vote for him for his reelection, and I don't think you see that with Biden.
Yeah, but I also think because I mean you like Trevor said, you see a lot of videos like for Trump
I cut out. Aiden, you cut out.
I can
Yeah,
tell you sent the message and I just sighed. Where did I cut out?
You see a lot of videos for Trump.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of
yeah.
videos of Trump, like people like lined up, like thousands of people. It's
Yep.
kind of it's wild. But who do you think is gonna win the electoral
Um,
vote?
I'm. I think Trump is still gonna win just because of the old like. A lot of Biden supporters are too young to vote. It's that thing.
And like my my dad, he like watches Joe Rogan, like the podcast, right? And he's like a supporter. I don't say he's a Trump supporter, but he's like more of like I would say Democrat side. But he said like how he's like I can't even vote for Biden because of like how like stupid he is and like the problems that he has.
I think
Like
Joe Rogan described voting Biden as going into a long walk in the woods with like a dying flashlight or something like that.
He said it's like going into the woods with a flashlight that's dying, with a battery that's dying, or like dead or something like that, which is hilarious to me.
That's so-
Because
That's funny, but that's kind of mean.
no, it's not. It depends on how easily you get your feelings hurt.
Call the man a dying flashlight.
Dying flash.
Everybody's a dying flashlight.
Fair enough.
His
He's just got like 2% battery left.
yeah, his battery's way shorter than ours. If we're being honest here.
I heard somebody say that he had like a speech impediment and that's why he like stumbles on his words and everything. But
That's just a way to try to like avoid stuff that's why he does that. That's a way to avoid it.
Yeah, he has. Oh, here it is. It's what I was referencing. Hold on. I'm gonna share it on the screen if it loads. Wait. I'm not entirely sure if I pressed like the right button, so you could like hear.
American banks should be able to do business in China. I can't hear it, but I can read
Okay,
it.
hold on. I'm gonna restart the thing so I could
Okay.
share computers. Oh.
What he's unable to do.
There we go.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure isolated punish China. Folks,
I don't
Wait, hold on.
understand what he just
There's a
said.
Batacat here. Here it is.
Oh, these are funny.
I think it's a right for people to have bad health care.
Oh jeez.
Batacat care. I'm a little confused as if he meant bad health care or if he was trying to say like Barack health care, like he forgot Obama's like last name.
What is Obama's last name?
Oh my god. That is ridiculous.
Here, just imagine like Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin and Biden are like all meeting. Like Biden wins the presidency. They're like having some sort of a meeting on international ground, and Vladimir is like, Mr. Biden, we would like to build a nuclear missile site on China Atoll island in South China Sea. And Biden's like, huh? Oh yeah. So anyways, this corn pop guy, and he's just going off about something else.
This corn pop.
Or Biden's talking to like a North Korea, Kim Jong Un, and he's like, "We want you to disarm, arm your nuclear missiles."
Oh. Uh-oh.
Like he's tripping on his words. It would just be like hilarious.
Dude,
I'm
the
sorry.
stuff that he said is just so crazy. Like the poor kids are just as bright and talented as white kids.
Yeah.
That is awful.
Yeah, right. When he says it, you could see him like process it in his head, like, "Oh damn, they're gonna like screw me for this." So he starts saying black. So he like continues like the poor kids are as better than X. He starts naming off other like minority or ethnicities. Black poor kids are just as good as black kids, Mexican kids, Asian kids, or something like that.
That is
Okay,
one
what
was
race
bad,
did he exclude? What race did he forget to mention?
Here's like the
Oh. But how do you guys think the mail-in ballots will affect the election?
Mail-in ballots, they seem like they're fine for the most part. You've got like some voter fraud.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you think? Like, how do you think that's gonna affect it? Because you can get some of them just not counted or like changed.
I think it's be fine.
Some of them might be contested, but yeah,
Do you think it depends on what state it's in?
probably. Just imagine out of nowhere, like 1,000 ballots from across the states come in for Joe Jorgensen. Libertarians win Nebraska. For some reason,
Yeah. It's gonna be different. Definitely.
I'm searching up a list of worst political predictions of 2016.
When everyone thought that Hillary was gonna win.
Where is it? No, not 2019. A bunch of outlets said, "Oh, hey, these things won't happen at all. It's impossible," and then they did. One outlet said that the UK would not go through with Brexit. Oh, here's one. Dana Milbank, Washington Post, October 2015. I'm so certain Trump won't win the nomination. I'll eat my words if he does.
Did he eat them?
Did you see Little Pump is like full out like
Oh
Trump?
yeah, I saw that.
Who?
Little Pump, like he went to a Trump rally like last night or yesterday.
Trump called him on the stage.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a video. You could see him like passing out like MAGA hats. He's like throwing them all around.
Nice.
Yeah, Trump also like called him up on the stage too.
It's epic, bro. And he's not getting canceled on Twitter or anything for that, right?
I don't think so, but did you hear about Travis Scott's Halloween costume?
Everyone made fun of him for no reason. Like it was a really, really bad Batman costume.
I mean, it looked like Batman to me.
It looks like Batman, but like the brown color just makes it even more hilarious. Like I can get why, because in the picture he has, like the cars behind him are brown, but
He deactivated his Instagram account.
yeah, he did.
Poor guy. He's,
Like dude's straight up a millionaire and he deleted his Instagram account because of like edgy 16-year-olds on Instagram making memes.
I haven't seen too many just like normal style of memes of it. I've just seen him show up sometimes. You close your eyes and you see him. Why is he in brown Batman though?
What the?
And the stance as well. He's just
Have you seen that one weird video where it's like this Greg Heffley looking kid where it's day 3 Superman's coming to school, then day 4 humiliation?
yes.
It looks like that. Hold on. I'm gonna pull that up real quick. Did we talk about the Jeb Bush guacamole bowl already?
I
Um,
don't think so.
no,
I-
I don't think so.
We talked
think-
about a lot of like presidential foods. We might have included it.
Oh yeah, we probably talked about it then. Jeb Bush guacamole bowl.
Someone said that Travis Scott looked like the roach under their fridge when you hit it with Axe spray. unsee it as the roach.
A roach.
No, someone edited him to look really small and put him on the floor. Look, he's just sitting on the floor trim.
Hold on, look. Here's one. I didn't find the other yet.
Oh god, he's here. Roach man.
Oh, I want to cut out. Oh, I'm back.
Did you just like sleep there for a bit?
Yeah. Plus, I
Nice.
cut out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I cut out, and a little box went around my thing. So I'm like, oh, I'm back. But I was also yawning at the same time.
There it is. Diary 30, Batman coming to school. Diary 31, humiliation. He looks like he's
least he
sitting in that
actually
chair
attempted.
so sad.
At least he actually attempted.
Like he attempted, he really did attempt. But it's
A lot
just
of
not the
people-
right
a lot of
color and he
people
wasn't in the
don't
right
really
stance.
A lot of people don't really attempt. And then for girls, it's just, everything's just made to
You,
how do I wish just straight up say it just makes them to look kind of slutty, That's just
Yeah.
Halloween costumes now for girls.
Bro, can we go
Halloween
back to-
costumes are curious. Sometimes they could just be like really nice and thought out, and then you get the last second ones you get from like was it Party City or whatever?
Yeah.
That looked like literal garbage.
I miss the old like really garbage ninja costumes. Like
or like the ones where you're like a clown or something or just
you get it from Party City for $8.
Oh my god. Yes.
I'm pretty sure I wore this.
Dude, that looks like a
exact one.
samurai.
Boys Ninja Assassin costume from Party City.
That looks like a girl in it.
Hey, it's
You can
it's
kinda
$7.50.
Yeah, judging off the face, like for some reason I'm going with it's a girl in that costume.
Yo, this kid's cool.
Well, you just call it plastic toy.
Oh, what is this? What is that weapon? It looks like he took a bow, shrunk it down, added a couple of spikes, and is using it backwards.
He's a ninja. What are you talking about?
I saw like a buff ninja in my there it is. Yeah, with all those fake muscles. God, those are the best costumes. He's got like a double-ended trident.
You know, don't they sell like just like one colored like full body suits?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder who actually wears those.
I've seen someone wear those before.
I mean, like, if you're trying to
Filthy
do
Frank,
a Filthy Frank,
Filthy Frank cosplay, the pink one.
I did that.
Okay.
I
I feel like
I
you
was
couldn't
Chin
see
Chin.
out of those.
Jin Jin.
I
But
had
there's
my
also iDubbbz. He had the lime green one.
yeah, he did.
I feel like visibility would be very minimal with those.
Oh, some of them have a cutout in the face,
Ah.
and then some of them don't.
Blindly walking.
Don't don't wear all black, all right? Oh, I saw this one picture of kids who were dressed as shadows.
Dressed as shadows.
Dressed as a how would that work?
Here, I'll find the picture and I'll pull it up. All right.
I still need to make that Joe Biden Parmesan chicken Parmesan.
I do too.
You should make it tonight or tomorrow.
So these kids dress as shadows for Halloween. Their mother bought black morph suits for each of them and then layered black clothes over those.
Oh
Right?
god, that's
So they were
that's
wearing black
disturbingly creepy.
It's like creepy, but imagine in the night trick or treating. You can't see them at all.
Or imagine if
would
they
have to
set
put,
up
like,
somewhere and someone went to go get candy from their house and they just scared them.
To be pretty
They would
good.
have to like put like glow sticks on them. Like they would need to like wear glow sticks so they don't get like hit. You know.
Wear glow sticks like headlights so you can see them.
Okay, then I have a question for you guys, but this will also transition to our next topic.
What?
Okay. Do you guys think it's I guess you could say weird or crazy that there's people that don't know stuff that happened in World War II or don't believe it happened?
Oh, like all the people who are denying the Holocaust existed?
Yeah, or like just stuff, just like World War II in general. I swear there's people that are like, well, that
Ugh.
didn't happen.
You know, there's kind of like goes with the topic we went with, just like previously. You know the kids in the black.
Yeah.
So during the bombings of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, well, you know how like I don't know how to explain it, but there are like burned shadows of people onto the walls.
Wow.
What?
They were like eviscerated by like the atomic fire, bro.
It looks like it's jumping rope.
Yeah, that's
I think they.
Imagine
Yeah,
you
they are.
jumped
Because you
rope and
see,
you just get
on the
looks-
right, it looks like it's tied to that fire hydrant. Maybe there's a kid on the left, like spinning it. But I think it's from the absolute amount of light and fire that they're just like
Yeah.
they blocked most of it with their own body.
human shadow etched in stone, or
But
flash burn
I
is
just
also.
think that it's crazy that there's people like you literally have gone to school. They teach you about it, but you don't know anything or like I just think it's insane. Especially like stuff like this, like the shadows etched in stuff, or like the Holocaust.
I don't know how you can deny the Holocaust existing. Like,
Dude, okay, I'm gonna sound pretty lame here, but I'm watching a documentary about
Dear.
like the about Nazi death squads.
nerd. No, I'm kidding.
Nerd.
Dude, it's so crazy. Like they interview people that witnessed stuff that like survived because they were like
Oh,
really
jeez.
young. They didn't kill them. Like they said, like there was a giant pit there. They had a giant pit, and they had 2 logs across the pit, and they forced like the Jews onto the log, and then they would just shoot them with all of them with a machine gun.
Oh, Jesus.
Obviously, they all didn't die, so they would just fall into the pit, and it's, you just hear screaming and stuff. Like that is
Fall into the pit and bleed out.
basically.
Oh, God.
That's insane. Like it's crazy that people don't believe that happened.
Yeah, what's the like idea for it for Holocaust denying? Like, why would they believe that? Why would people be making up a Holocaust?
Yeah.
Yo, speaking about that, like lining people up onto a log thing. During the rape of Nanking, or was Nanking? Is it Nanking or Nanjing?
I don't know.
Either
what
way,
you're talking about.
Either way, they would bury people like up to their heads in dirt in like long rows, and people would see how many people they could kill in like one sword slash.
What?
Yeah, people were I'm trying to look for one.
Japanese.
Yeah, it's a contest between Japanese name 1 and Japanese name 2. I can't pronounce those names.
Yeah.
The goal of the contest was to see who could kill 100 people fastest using a sword. The two
What?
were later executed on war crime charges for their involvement.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it is a war crime.
but like I can't like especially the Holocaust because the Holocaust was so big, and so many people died from that. And not only the Nazis killed people, but just like countries around them too were like just going for the mass extinction. Like
Like
Oh,
it's
it's such
That's
a
something
large
like-
thing that happened that like
Yeah,
you
I-
know about it before you're taught about it in school.
it's did you know what's crazy? Because since I was watching the documentary, it talked about how Hitler was going to like put them somewhere else, like I think it said Madagascar. Then he later just changed his mind and said we're just going to do a mass
execution.
Why was
Jews.
it specifically the Jewish?
Because he blamed they were blamed for their
Defeat in the First World War, I believe.
yeah, the defeat in the First World War and how humiliating it was.
Yeah. I heard that Nanking got so bad that like a Nazi official said, "Holy shit, you should stop this. This is what the hell." I'm looking for the dude who was this person who said that the Japanese atrocities there like were worse than like what the Nazis were doing at the time.
It depends on what you
John
do.
Heinrich Detlef Rabe was a German businessman and Nazi party member who is best was known for his efforts to stop the atrocities of the Japanese army during the Nanking invasion, and his work to help and protect the Chinese civilians during the event.
It also depends on the year because the further they got into the war, the more gruesome the extinction of Jews went. Hence the introduction of gas and getting basically cooked alive.
You know the
We must expand the Lebensraum.
the topic was unimportant, interesting things. We went
Yeah,
into
it was
such
unimportant, unimportant, interesting things for like the
Actually, World War II.
for both of them.
Oh, you World War II? All right.
Now we got to
Because that's a big umbrella to cover, you know. You can
It is
talk
a
about
huge umbrella.
anything.
Ah,
Yeah, but I think one thing that I would be interesting to do is go to Auschwitz was it Berlin? Is Auschwitz yeah.
I think so.
I thought it was in Poland.
Poland or whatever. I just want to go to Auschwitz.
Yeah,
Wanna go
Auschwitz is in Poland.
Yeah, I want to go to that museum. I want to see seeing that stuff in person is so much different.
The
Imagine,
train
like,
tracks
how-
are going.
Imagine the feeling like just in that room of like it's got to be like tense. I feel like it'd feel like tense and like uneasy.
One time I saw this picture of a girl who like was posing in front of Auschwitz like it was like the beach or something.
What was that? I cut out. I didn't hear anything you said. Well, just
was
say the
a-
last like 5 seconds of what you said.
Posing in front of Auschwitz like it was the beach.
Oh,
Like she was so happy to be there and like
Yeah, I think with there's a whole like thing with gay people or gay men taking pictures at Auschwitz.
what?
Typing that up right now just to make sure.
what do you mean like a thing at Auschwitz? Like they were like
Here it is from Vice. Why are all these gays taking grinder photos at a Holocaust museum?
What?
Grindr Remembers. Grindr Remembers is a website devoted to cataloging all the Grindr profile pictures taken at the Memorial to Murdered Jews in Europe of Berlin. When the internet realized his site existed a few days ago, it exploded with rage. I'm gonna share with screen. Yeah, look, these are like the little columns right here.
What?
Yeah. Here's some gay dude, 35 years old, 182 centimeters, white, currently single. And then you can see him posing with like the weird stacks of like
Those weird
the
concrete blocks.
things. Here it is.
Why? Why?
Hilarious.
Oh, more
Look at
stacks.
that one. Oh my god.
He's looking off into the. He's looking off into like the
Into the
distance.
distance. Here's
Yes.
the website itself.
I don't like the way this site is made. It looks very sketch.
It does. It does look very sketch.
It's all in like the same concrete stacks area.
Yeah. Why?
Does, all right.
TN
It's all in the same area.
stands.
Yeah. He's staring off into the sunset.
Oh,
He's
he's holding himself up between the blocks now. Oh boy.
doing.
He's wearing capris. My man's wearing capris. That guy was just casually laying on a block.
we're not gonna gloss over the
Yeah,
man
I'm
laying
gonna
down in that
stop.
certain way.
I'm like done watching this.
Full spread. Oh. Ah, dang it. I was going to say something before you started showing pictures, but I forgot. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember now. This is, I think this will be an unpopular opinion. So, a lot, you know how pretty much everybody says the Nazis are bad, right?
Yeah.
I say,
Oh god.
I say yes, the Nazis are bad, but I think it's more of the leader that was bad, because if you think about it, all of the other soldiers weren't, I would say, bad, but I think they were just like any other military. They're just following orders, right?
Yeah. But then
Yeah,
again,
those
those
are
were really
sure,
bad
yeah.
orders.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, if say if it was a different way around and it was, say, the British or America doing that, people would view us as bad too, because it's the same thing, but it's just different country. I'm not saying the Nazis are good. They're all still horrible and awful people. And they did awful things to people. And did a war for,
I mean, like,
but
if you're a soldier, you could just run away.
what if? Well,
Wait,
say
is this like the
all the
Nuremberg
stuff
defense or
happening to
whatever?
the Jews. If you saw the
Like-
stuff happening to the Jews of getting gassed and awful, like tortured awfully, I don't think you'd want to run away.
I wouldn't want to be doing it if I was a Nazi soldier.
Yeah,
Right,
here
'cause
it
they
is. Just following orders.
I mean,
I don't want to follow
It's
those
a-
orders.
it's a fair thing, because I mean, if you think about where Germany was back then, they were trying to rise to greatness again. So if you're in that situation, you're like with those people, you'd be the same thing, like, oh, we're gonna rise to greatness again, and we're gonna do it nothing. We're gonna do at all costs. So
Wait, didn't the U.S. like deport like a Nazi?
What?
I think.
It happened like back like 3 years ago. Last known World War II Nazi living in the United States deported to Germany, at January 11th, 2019.
Oh,
Did you see that there's a guy that did a whole thing about like hunting Hitler and stuff?
thinking
Are
that
you
he's
going to
still
talk
alive.
about like a History Channel thing?
It was a whole thing like where he like searched if like anybody made it out, and there's it did. Long story short, out of all the stuff he did, like there was a decent amount of officers and stuff that escaped out of Germany and went down to South America.
Oh God.
Oh, right, and
Like
the
they
idea is
apparently
that he went with them.
they were and he said like he even like people asked him like, do you think Hitler made it out? And he said most certainly, like he said that wasn't Hitler that died. Like he definitely made it out.
Huh.
Like because down in South America there's this thing where they were trying to rebuild in South America, and there's this big area I guess in South America that speaks German,
Oh.
and they have a whole bunch of like there's like Nazi war medals and stuff from like some families that they have from like officers and stuff. Like it's certain like people escaped. Like
People escaped to South America and then they kind of like made their own little
Just-
area.
kind of laid low. They were I think they were trying to rebuild and go up, but they just never.
Hitler was 56 at the time of his death, so he's 100% dead now.
Well, yeah, he is 100% dead now. But just the fact that like he probably most definitely made it out is
Well,
crazy.
Was his body found at all?
Well, they said they found his body, but I mean, you can have a
Yeah.
lookalike.
Yeah, the Soviets said they found his body in his bunker, but we never saw like actual pictures of it, I believe.
It could be a definite lookalike. Like there's no way he didn't have a lot of lookalikes. He was a very smart guy. Like but
I'm looking up if Hitler's body was found.
well, it's gonna say his body was found because the Soviets said they found his body.
Oh, the History Channel. They probably think he's an alien. Hitler's teeth reveal Nazi dictator's cause of death. Okay.
Everything's gonna say he died, but that's just for closure for people. I definitely don't think he died. I think he escaped. Saying
Like, it would make
saying
sense.
he died is just closure for people to make them feel better about themselves.
Oh, it makes sense, yeah.
Because then
It's
people
like
are like, oh, cool, he's dead. We don't have to worry anymore.
And then bam, South America.
Why do you think there's no pictures of his body?
Because, huh?
Exactly.
Damn it. Yo, while we're at it, the moon is actually made out of cheese.
Yo, endless supply of moon cheese.
And all the politicians are secretly mice and rats. That's why they're trying to get to the moon so badly. They're trying to get the moon cheese.
Yeah.
Trying to get the moon cheese.
Jeez.
Jeez.
It's funny when you fall asleep and then like for some reason the TV
there we
switches
go.
to the History Channel, right? And then you wake up and you just see aliens built the pyramid.
I know we're kind of on a roll here, but it looks like our time is kind of
Yeah.
so.
Aliens did build the pyramid though.
God damn it, bro.
Well, we're just gonna end on that with no response. Thank you for coming and watching another episode of the Pod Squad podcast. We'll catch you on the next one.